and go.
Whole worlds of knowledge were lost in the fires of the assault.
And
I must document all I can remember.
are
Which
live,
is
I
no data
believe.
like encrypted data.
I think we're
Could
live.
be. Yes, sir.
All right, awesome. What's up, everybody? This is episode 19 of Broken Controllers. I'm your host, BTGinferno, and as always, I'm joined by my co-host, Irish1620. What's up, Ed?
Not much, not much. It looks like you haven't fully expanded your Discord.
Oh,
Full screened it.
there we go. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm doing good,
Prime
doing good.
example of not paying attention. So we got a few things to cover today. It turns out that the ESA is making announcements on Nintendo, Microsoft, and Sony's behalf, and then also the Fortnite tournament where looks like you may have got swatted. So, quick piece of news here. Going into it. Disneyland's coming up for me, so I'm probably going to be gone for a little bit, going on this trip. I don't know if we're going to miss a week or not. If we do, just be ready for that. Try not to miss shows, which is why we make them up later in the week if we need to. And I've been moving, so things have been crazy. So, as far as that's concerned, we could miss a week. That's not saying it's going to happen, but it could happen.
It's likely gonna happen.
It's likely going to happen. Anyway,
It just won't be the
yeah,
same without you, bro. Like, I mean, I could do it by myself, but it wouldn't be the same. It wouldn't.
So, yeah, just be prepared for that. And then also, we have another host coming on with us. His name is. I don't remember. I don't remember his gamer tag, but his real name's Cody. So he'll be coming on with us here next week. So be prepared to hear from another host next week as well. So all that
Yeah.
being said, let's jump into it. Irish, what are you playing this week?
I'm still at it with the Destiny 2 Solstice event, but I have finally grinded my way all the way up to the majestic purple armor. Let me tell you, I was a little burnt because after I'd already ground through the whole 100 mini bosses required for one of the pieces of blue armor, they released an update which reduced that requirement from 100 down to 50. So I'm over here just like, oh man, I feel like everybody that actually ground that out deserves some sort of recognition, accomplishment, badge, something.
Right. No, there's no doubt there, dude. They should definitely be giving you some sort of like,
Sounds
hey,
like you
this
might be
person did
muted
that.
on Discord.
Oh gosh.
There you go.
Yeah, no. Uh, yeah, they should definitely be giving some people some stuff because like you went through that task. You know what I mean? Like you got
Right.
the full 100. You know what I mean? Like you
It
had to
was
go through and get
even
that. Like you
even
made
with the
some
cheese,
sort of like
it was no easy feat. Like, and that's even with the cheese. It still took freaking
right.
quite a bit of time.
Break the game, so to speak.
I mean, kinda. I mean, just instead of going and killing the boss and then going at it again, I just kind of stayed in one thing and milked a single boss.
Hey, got the job done right.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it took forever. It didn't take quite as long as it would have through more conventional means that they expect you to use.
Right.
But it did, like you said, get the job done.
I probably should shake this out, but I don't know what my phone is.
Yeah, I mean, other than that, though, I haven't really played too much. Oh, I take that back. I picked up the collector's edition or whatever, like the most expensive edition of Red Dead Redemption 2. And holy crap, that shit is fun!
So you are having a good time with it.
Yes, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little skeptical. I'm like, riding around on a horse in the Wild West, yeah, I don't know, man. But now that I'm like in it, feeling the environment, experiencing it all, like it's a trip. And I tell you right now, one of my favorite things in the game so far is mobbing around at night in the moonlight. Like it looks so fucking cool, especially in the freaking the 4K in HDR. Oh, it just looks phenomenal. But yeah,
Cool. So that's
what have
pretty
you
much it.
been? Yeah, what have you been playing?
Cool. So I played some more Kingdom Hearts. I'm down to like the last like 5 hours of the game. Kingdom Hearts 3. Been running through that as quickly as possible. I'm gonna go through Proud and then I'm gonna double back and come through and I'm critical. Completed 100%. Excuse me. Get all of that stuff done. And that'll be it for Kingdom Hearts 3 once that's done. Also played Kingdom Hearts 2. Hearts 2. I played. Gosh, so this was so frustrating. Me and my roommate were playing Kingdom Hearts, and we were playing on his profile. We were beating the data copies. He's playing on another. I'm playing on critical, right? So I'm running through these bosses on his difficulty. Just running through them. I come to critical, and I'm getting smashed out every single time. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. I fought Roxas probably 20 times. Didn't even come close to winning this.
Shit,
It
balls.
was outrageous. The game is just. I don't know how they expect you to get
I don't know, man. It sounds pretty crazy.
Well,
Like
the
I don't even think I
lingering
beat
will.
the regular shit, let alone critical.
Well, lingering will is like he's like the hardest boss like really ever made by the Kingdom Hearts developers, and you know what I mean, as far as Enix goes. So that team, like he's a tough boss. You know what I mean? Like he's legit, like tough. So being able to beat him critical is gonna be
That shut them down.
Attack. Keep attacking.
Right?
You gotta balance your trinities, your magic, your items, the whole shot. All of them. So
Hell of a juggle
it's a
sounds
big
like.
challenge. Yeah, it's a big challenge. Also, I played some MK11. Haven't really messed with that a whole bunch. I was supposed to be in a tournament, but they never emailed me my registration stuff, so I don't know what happened with that.
Balls.
Yeah, so
3
I'm not
minutes
sure
remaining.
when that happened. So, but at some point they decided the tournament was over. So I'm wondering when that happened. So I don't know. Anyway, but I mean,
That's
I
a
played a
shitty
little bit
deal.
of Mortal Kombat.
You
Yeah,
think they would at least notify that the tournament's like not happening?
they didn't send me an email, dude, at all. Like if I search Smash GG or Smash.gg or whatever, it's the one email that they sent me from years ago when I enrolled in a Mortal Kombat 10 tournament. And that one I did win. That one money was not more. So,
Balls.
it was just a
What
little,
did
like,
you place in it? In that tournament?
place first.
Oh, nice. GG.
Yeah. We did really good. But there was no real prize for it, you know what I mean? We didn't get anything out of it, so it wasn't even worth it.
Recognition.
Recognition, yes, there you go. I played Gears 4. I'm on a Gears, like, into Gears hardcore right now. You know what I mean? Like, Gears 5 is coming out September, what is it, September 10th? Really? And Game Pass Ultimate users, or subscribers, will be able to play that 4 days early. So,
I know I've been finally taking a look at some of those, some of the information and, you know, screenshots, whatever they have of the Gears 5, and it looks pretty sick. It looks really clean.
yeah, Gears 5 looks really good, dude. Like, it looks incredible. The
Like
gameplay
that
is
was
really good. So they now
honestly
they
that
put
was
the
like my
shotgun.
biggest complaint back in the day with the older ones. Is it felt more clunky, looked clunky, you know, in comparison to other games that were out, you know, of similar kind.
30 seconds
But this
remaining.
one, it looks like they really cleaned it up, smoothed it out, and made it on par with all the rest of the games.
Dude, I can't wait until that game comes out. Like, it's gonna look so incredible. Like, they solved the shotgun problem. Now the shotgun's considered like a power weapon. You know, they put it on the field.
10
You have to go
seconds.
run out and get it. It's one of those weapons. Everything else you have to buy with these points that you accrue throughout the match. It's like Fortnite, kind of. Dude, I cannot. I can't. That game's gonna be so. That game's gonna be so good. So
You may
I
be
will be streaming
defeated,
that.
but you must never
Yeah.
In
surrender.
case anybody's wondering, I will be getting that the 4 days early because I'm a Game Pass Ultimate subscriber. So I will be streaming that. So if you guys want to check that out, um, Mixer underscore B or BTG or Mixer BTG underscore Inferno, and then I can also upload to Twitch and YouTube as well. So look for those.
Get some.
And then Borderlands is coming out, dude. 13.
Ugh.
Right afterwards, dude.
Yeah, I can't. I
Afterwards.
really can't wait, dude. B3
Gosh, dude,
has got me.
how am I gonna divide my time between Borderlands and Gears 5? Like,
Well, I mean, at least with Gears 5, it's a shorter story. Borderlands, that's a game that's gonna keep you sucked for a while. So
they said the Gears story was gonna be like 20 hours long, dude.
yeah, but that's still like a fraction of time in comparison to B3.
Yeah.
Because you figure there's not only the freaking, you know, all of the offline story shit that you can do, but then there's all the multiplayer shit that you can achieve and do and whatnot.
Right.
Like, I don't know, man. Borderlands, they've always just fucking brought the content.
I'm looking forward to it, dude. All these games are releasing. It's gonna be so good, and it's gonna be good for our show because we're gonna have a lot to talk about.
Right?
Tons to talk about, really. Borderlands is always hilarious. So.
Fuck yeah, dude. I can't wait to see what they got going on with the story on this and
We
their
might
choices
do
of
a
comedy.
spoiler cast on that. Maybe. Don't worry, it'll be separate from the show. We won't do it on the show. The spoiler cast. So, but that would be sick. I played some God of War. Nothing really new there. Game's incredible. It's good. I'm about halfway through the game, I believe. Somewhere in that area. Oh, Guitar Hero. I played some Guitar Hero, dude. Warriors Rock. Um, there's not really a lot to talk about as far as Guitar Hero goes. Um, like you know what Guitar Hero is, you know if you like it, or you know if you don't. It's the same as Rock Band, just different notes, different guitars, that kind of thing. It was fun. Warriors of Rock's really hard. So
Oh
I
yeah.
think I reported on that one time. And then I started.
Rumble.
I didn't start. What happened? Okay, so there's a story behind this.
No one
Okay,
to
so I
help you
started
here.
the oldest game in my backlog.
Success below.
Right.
Mm,
My backlog runs all the way back to PlayStation 1.
damn.
Like the oldest game in my backlog is Lunar Eternal Blue. I got all the way to the end of the game. Updated my Windows to Windows 10. Didn't realize it was going to delete my files. Gone.
Well,
So
I'm guessing you
I
did
have
like
a
a fresh
copy.
install by accident. Or clean install,
Right.
rather.
Well, it was for a clean install. You know what I mean? That's what this was for. Like, I didn't even think about it. Like,
Ooh.
so, like, I, so, I was like, man, what am I gonna do? And then I realized I have a copy of the game with the emulator on the memory stick that I have. So I plugged that into the computer, realized there was a file right there, chose that file, loaded me I'm halfway into the game now. So now I'm first, like, what? Words don't work. Now I'm um, progressing through the story. I have to fight these four cannonball thing guys, but they do a lot of damage. So it's harder than the first one. I'll tell you that right now. Definitely harder than the first one. However, if you have a way to play these games, go play them. You're good. They're worth playing, for sure. That's really all I've been playing. Did you do anything for Mobile Minute, Irish?
Nothing really new. I've just been playing the Rumble Rush still. And I'm pretty sure last week I covered. Oh, I'm pretty sure last week I covered that they moved to the new island or zone, whatever. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I've got much. Let me see. Take a look at my phone. Where did it go?
We're a little light on show content.
Yeah, I don't think I've got anything. I know, as far as upcoming mobile games, still waiting on. The Pokemon Masters is supposed to release officially here on the 21st, I do believe. So we're only 3 days away from Pokemon Masters official release.
Alright.
It's free, Google Play. Call of Duty Mobile, that's another one I've got registered currently. Can't wait for them to release that. Been registered for a while, so hopefully they release it soon. It looks interesting. I think it's pretty much like a mobile Call of Duty PUBG kind of deal. I could be wrong. It could be like an actual freaking standard freaking PvP skirmish style, but I don't know. I can't wait till it comes out so I can actually fucking determine what's going on there for sure. Another one, big title, still waiting on to release on the mobile is that Diablo Immortal. That one's been out for a while now on pre-register, and there really has not been much of any kind of news on it. So hopefully we'll see something soon of that.
Yeah. That'd be nice.
Right, I've been really looking forward to that Diablo for mobile. Um, Another interesting upcoming mobile that I've been following is the Sin of Alice. I don't know if you've seen anything on that, but it looks...
Okay, is that like part of the Alice chain?
I think so.
I think it was called Alice into the Madness.
3 minutes left.
This one is Pokelabo, Square Enix, and Nexon collaboration. Sin of Alice. Yeah, dude. It looks really good, RPG style play. You know, like your old school fucking Final Fantasy, but it's got like a newer kind of graphic styling, smoother graphics, not your 8-bit or 16-bit. It looks clean.
Sin of Alice?
Yeah, Sin O Alice.
Is this out right now?
No, it's still only up for pre-reg.
Oh.
But yeah,
Pre-registered for that. That sounds sick, dude.
an RPG of a unique dark fantasy world. The famous Japanese director Yoko Taro and composer Okabe Keiichi Manaka. Yeah. Invite you to a cruel story featuring characters from fairy tales. An epic story of girls' desires.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It sounds weird, I guess, as far as that goes, you know, for a guy to be into it. But I don't know. It sounds interesting. It sounds dark, mysterious.
Yeah.
Lots of weapons, characters, tales. It also has
Yeah, I mean,
Coliseum 15 guild battles. The artistry just looks freaking crazy good.
Yeah. I'll have to check that out, dude. Go get pre-registered for it, because I'm looking forward to that. For sure. That's pretty much it for me. So, let's go in the news, huh?
Sounds good.
Alright, so we're gonna take it right from the top.
Defeat is a lesson. Learn it well.
The
Then fight
ESA
again.
announced that Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft will now be putting odds on all the boxes they sell that include microtransactions. So basically, what this means is that more games are going to go from a loot box system to just buy the item outright. And you see that with things like Apex, you see that with things like, you know, Fortnite did that actually. They recently did that. And you can buy skins individually in Apex as well. You can also get them through loot crates. Apex packs, whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean they're loot crates. That's what they are. So you're gonna see a model where these games are going more from that system into a buying situation, you know, for the items. What do you think about this, Irish?
Well, I mean,
My personal take here.
I feel
Personally,
I like to fucking work for my shit in game. I don't like paying for shit personally.
right.
I don't know.
My personal take on this is, well, I think it's definitely a good thing. You know what I mean? I think it's good that the ESA is putting rules on these consoles now, and it's saying, hey, look, this is what's happening. Now, the only reason that they're doing this, I was listening to Blomcast, and they said the only reason they were doing this was because uh, they don't want government and legislature to get involved. You know what I mean? If they start writing laws, if the legislature starts getting involved with the video game laws, things are gonna get crazy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So the ESA's over here doing like the bare minimum that they can to say, hey, please don't get involved. We can do it. We got it. Don't worry about it. You know what I mean? but the government's eyeing them, you know, like, I don't know. So it's something to definitely watch. Definitely keep you posted. Um, I want to see more. I want. Nintendo's not really the culprit. So this is like EA, Activision, stuff like that. So this is both on the Xbox and Sony side. So I want to see if Microsoft and Sony is catching even heat on this, or if it's something Sony's getting more on, or Sony's getting more. But Nintendo should be pretty well out of it, dude. Like they don't have a lot to do. You know what I mean?
Yes and no. Like, dude, like pretty much all of their freaking mobile games
Yeah.
have tons of loot boxes.
Their mobile games.
Yeah, especially, you know, I don't know necessarily about other things, but I know. I mean, I guess there is games that are on Nintendo that are like on every other platform. I don't know if they're counting that as a factor.
Yeah.
But that should be more geared towards the company that created the game, not the person who's carrying the game. So I
Well,
would.
if they're promoting loot boxes, I think it's a good idea to have those odds on there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just be able to refer to those. It's gonna be interesting to see how that goes. We have a few different stories for that. Do you want to go over the Death Stranding story, Irish?
Yeah, I can do that. Just 1 second here. Get pulled up. So it looks like the upcoming game Death Stranding, which was originally only supposed to be a PS4 exclusive, has been announced to be released on all platforms and no longer just PS4. So this has got people excited.
They removed it from the exclusives, so it's definitely going to be interesting to see what's going to happen.
I mean, some
was this just for the British listing, or was this for? This was for everywhere. Oh.
Yes.
Oh wow.
And they're saying here at PC Gamer that the PC version would be announced at Gamescom. Yeah, Gamescom.
Yeah. Okay.
But they say they didn't get that during Geoff Keighley's. I'm murdering this last name. Open Night Live Show was a tale of invisible breastfeeding, metal wombs, and Norman Reedus weaponized piss that grows giant mushrooms. Now that just sounds crazy, man. Just bloody crazy.
It's Kojima.
And Guillermo freaking Del Toro. I mean...
It's Kojima, man.
That's just...
I mean, it's cool to see Norman Reedus doing more stuff in video games.
I mean, and then it goes on. Oh, it gets even better. The Death Stranding segment of opening night. Live begins with introduction of a new character named Margaret Qualley, Mama, whose baby was born on the other side and is thus invisible. They remain connected by an invisible umbilical cord, which makes Mama sad because that means she's stuck in that room forever. Now that just, like, what even is what in this game? I mean, Lord help us if they make it VR, like, is that just...
That's Kojima. It's Kojima for you.
I don't know,
So it's not going to be a PlayStation exclusive anymore. It's going to be
for
on all
everyone.
platforms, presumably.
Well, I mean, honestly, they've
They
been
haven't
trying to
confirmed
push
or denied
towards
anything
more,
yet, so.
you know, freaking unification of systems with cross-saving and, you know, this, that, and the other for various games.
Cosplay and all that, you know? Like,
You know, so
no doubt.
eventually we're gonna have hopefully unified servers. You know, that would be really, really cool. You know, having unified servers on all fronts, being able to freaking, no matter what game you're playing, be able to play against people on any system. I think that would be a really cool day.
Yeah, right. That would be the day. Gosh. And they were talking about, I mean,
3
I don't
minutes
know, I didn't
remaining.
read the article. All I just saw something that said, could Master Chief end up on the PlayStation? And the title of the article was, Microsoft Launch talks about putting Halo on the PlayStation. And I was like, I don't know.
That would be wicked.
So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I mean, they put
I'd
Kingdom
be
Hearts
all
on the
over that.
Xbox, and I always said putting Halo on the PlayStation would be like putting Kingdom Hearts on the Xbox, and they did that. So.
Yep, here we are at that crossroads.
So,
Pigs are flying and hell's frozen. We're here, baby.
the $3 million Fortnite winner and his parents got swatted.
Yeah. You know, I
For those
like.
of you that don't understand what swatted is, it's where you're smoking somebody in a game. Like you are smoking them, and they call SWAT and say whatever they need to say to get SWAT over there. And some of these doors get skipped.
It's messed up, man. It is damn messed up. Like, there should be something in place, I feel, to protect streamers. Like, maybe a registration at the local police department, you know, like, hey, I'm a streamer, so if you ever get any calls, weird calls about shit, you know, from weird numbers, can you give me a call prior to kicking my door in? You know?
Yeah, no kidding, right?
Like, there should be something in place at this point. Because it's turned into a bit of an epidemic, you know. Like it's not like this is the first time it's happened. This is it didn't get a name because it's only been done once. You know what I'm saying? So I really feel we should have some form of protection in place to prevent or, you know, mitigate this somehow from occurring. Because it's not okay to, you know, have to, as a streamer, worry about, is somebody, like, watching me gonna get burnt? Is somebody I'm playing against gonna get burnt? And go and call the authorities and, you know, have SWAT show up at my house and kick my door in. Like, that's not a cool fear. You know, so something I feel should be done to protect streamers on that front. A verification process or something.
This article comes out of ArsTechnica.com. It's written by one Kate Cox. It says, quote, yet another armed police force has been called in on yet
You may
another
be defeated,
unsuspecting
but you must never
victim.
surrender.
As the recently crowned Fortnite World Champion took a break from a live stream to deal with the swatting incident at his own front door. So this was, that was a quote, end quote. So that was a quote from Kate Cox on ArsTechnica.com. So basically, what happened here is this article goes on to say, you know, that this says, quote, fortunately, Hugo returned unharmed to the stream 7 minutes later. And he said that that's quote definitely, you know, end quote. So, if you do this to somebody, you're a dirtbag.
Straight up.
I don't care how awkward you are with people. I don't don't care how bad you want friends. If you do this to somebody, you're a terrible person.
For real.
You don't have the right to play video games. You shouldn't play video games at all.
Well, I mean, at least on the bright side, the people that, because it wasn't just a single person that called in this threat, as it would be, that got him swatted. It was multiple people called in and made it happen.
That's ridiculous, dude.
Yeah, and
if you do that, if you support somebody swatting somebody else, you're a dirtbag.
Yeah, well, at least they're facing litigation for their actions.
20 years, yo. So the accused got 20 years in prison. So you know what? No, actually, I'm not glad that happened, dude. They got Xbox in prison. Like, you're grounded, bro. Like, you should not be able to play Xbox. Yeah, dude, they got internet, Xbox TV, the whole shot, dude. The only thing they got is a bedtime and a time that they wake up. And then they gotta go out 3 times a day.
No backup.
Dog.
No ally.
Well, I don't know if that's a regular, like, just a standard prison, or if that would be like a federal crime because you're falsifying information, and stuff like that. To that extent.
But yeah, if you do that, you're a dirtbag. That's all I got to say about that. And that poor kid, like, that kid's like, what, how old was he, 16?
16, yep.
Yeah, 16?
Guaranteed living with his parents still, so, not only...
He's a kid.
And, what does he have siblings, Was there little children involved in the environment when this went down? Because I've heard horror stories where the cops just kick doors in and just start throwing people around, no questions asked, and then after everybody's freaking beat up and bloodied and bruised, then they start going and asking questions and realize that they fucked up. So, it's a horrifying thing to have a bunch of armed freaking people come busting your door in, yelling at you, screaming at you, with guns pointed at you, ready to shoot, and God help you if you step out of line while they're like that, because you could get shot.
Yeah, no doubt you can, dude. It's all wild, dude.
It's, like you said, man, people that perpetrate shit or are, a company to doing something of that nature, like, you're bad people, man. Bad people.
Yeah.
You're in first
Bad people,
place.
dude. Bad people. No doubt. Do you want to cover the Insomniac story?
Sure. Just recently, very recently, Sony has acquired Insomniac Games. I mean, and this story here by Todd Spangler on Variety.com, they're mentioning, Spider-Man, the Spider-Man game being the big label. Honestly, to me, that's not as big of a label as freaking like Crash Bandicoot and other Insomniac games. Like, Sony acquiring Crash Bandicoot, that sounds fucking awesome to me. That means they have CTR as well, Crash Team Racing. So that could get freaking even better, under Sony's rule. Yeah. So I mean, I feel like this has got some really cool potential that, Sony's acquired such a heavy influencer in the gaming industry, and they've been around for a long time, so they just, it'll be nice to see what comes of this, for sure.
Right. No doubt. Is that all of our news stories?
I do believe so. Yeah, we're sitting at 40 minutes right now.
Not really a whole lot more to talk about. I am exhausted. It's been a long week.
I could feel for that, man. I've been on the bee battle. As I told you earlier. Yeah, bro. I couldn't believe it. Bees chewing through my darn attic, or through my ceiling in my laundry room, rather. Alright. Just nutters.
Let's wrap this thing up, dude, because I'm gonna go take a nap.
Yeah, out of that, man. I got one last freaking post I gotta do for school. And I'm done for the week.
Quick, before we do that, questions. Asking you guys for them. And you can send them to Irish at...
We got YouTube. Was it YouTube and YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Irish1620, Instagram, and Facebook, Irish1620.gaming.
You guys can find me at Twitter at BTGinferno, on YouTube, just BTGinferno. Twitter, Twitch, that's Twitch.tv, that's BTGinferno as well.
3 minutes remain. Your third.
And don't forget to follow the Discord server, Broken Controllers, and then also on Facebook, you can follow Broken Controllers there as well. That's where we're going to start posting all the shows and stuff like that. Irish is going to become an admin over there. So everybody be sure to follow that page as well. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on the video. So whatever you got to do to show some support, we certainly appreciate it, guys. It's a super huge help to us.
And hit those notification dingers so you can stay up to date on what we're doing.
Hit those bells. Hit those bells. So that's going to wrap it up, guys. We appreciate you guys showing up. That's episode 19 for Broken Controllers.